think having had the devices in their hands before this all kicked off was brilliant, and him having his own device has been great, because otherwise he would have ended up sharing with somebody else, you know, one of his sisters. I think we've just about got enough devices to go between them, but not all of them work, and cameras are a bit dicey on some of them, so having his own was really good.
Because you've had the Apple program in school for so long, they've been able to just pick up their iPads and carry on pretty much that they're at school. He's been able to pick up his tablet, he's known exactly where to go for his work, he knows how to go into Zooms, and it's made the process so much better because they already had them skills built in. So I think it's gone really well.
The tools used in nursery were actually Zoom and Tapestry. And I found Zoom really useful for helping with social interaction side of things, while Tapestry, it was really fantastic for being able to access teachers' pre-recorded videos. And also I think that Tapestry gave parents the opportunity, you know, to provide proactive support and to work as a team with the teachers, you know, to see actually how we can do better for our children. I think, you know, the best successes, you know, were actually school and parents finding new ways of working together.
I think the biggest thing for me has been the fact that the lessons have been recorded rather than live.
I think the recorded lessons have been quite good. I think he's quite enjoyed having, you know, you or one of your other colleagues there on the side of the screen taking them through the slides. I think that's made it feel more like a lesson than just a read the slides and do the work.
I think a great success was the way you was checking in with children twice a day. So obviously it made the children still feel connected and part of the community.
There's been English and maths, and obviously phonics for the little ones, and then there's been optional projects, and I think that has worked really well for us. But the optional projects enabled, I think, you guys to fulfil your requirements, but also as parents I felt that much less pressure because it said the word optional. So if we could do it, great, and if we couldn't, I didn't feel worried that we hadn't done it then.
One of the things that was a real success, which was quite recently, is when you started putting the timetable up for him, because I'm working at home, which is useful because I'm here, but also if I'm on a call I can't always be answering things quite as easily, so having that timetable's worked really well.
Having story time with familiar faces of their teachers made the children so much happier to learn and read.
Lessons where there was more meaningful links made between subjects, I found that really useful. So there was some lessons where it was English and history or English and geography combined. So I felt like we were covering more learning, but not through additional lessons, because time for us has just been a massive factor with having a little one as well. The celebration Zoom, I just thought that was a nice way to end the week, really. Considering the situation was quite unexpected and last minute, I think you guys did a great job. You know, I think she called to tell me about the reading group changing, and I said to her, I know it's really hard and it's not what teachers sign up for, to have to record themselves for parents to watch.
Pretty good. Obviously we've been able to use Shobi to send messages backwards and forwards as well, so if we've needed to, we can get in touch that way. So yeah, I think
I think that, you know, teachers, you know, they really engaged very well with parents every day, and I could actually see them, you know, working hard to provide, you know, various things daily.
It's not just the tablets, it says the text messages, the emails as well have been handy. Having a way, like, you know, class discussion, having the parents' questions as part of on Shobi is really good, because instead of making it difficult to get hold of you, for example, I could borrow Alice's tablet, type a quick question in, and then somebody would reply to the question. So it felt like I had easy access to the teachers and the knowledge.
I think him having his own device has been really, really good. One of his sisters in the first lockdown, she only had her phone, and so that made it quite tricky for her. So she was having to come and borrow a laptop if there was something that she needed to do on the laptop, and that it just sort of gives a little barrier, doesn't it, to learning. So I think him having his device that he knew how it worked better than anybody else put the control in his hands, he's independent enough to sort of pick that up and take it forward. So yeah, I think it's been really, really good.
A routine of doing some tasks on the iPad in the morning independently, especially when I had some meetings, because he kept basically trying all the time to say, oh, come mommy and do that. So I had actually to enable him to be, how to say, in a way, able to do things independently. And that was, I was able to do that just because of the iPads and the devices.
Show being so well structured, and you guys working in advance, so all the work's there. And even the great things about, when you do the little morning lessons to talk them through what they're doing, that's really good, because the children can sit there, they've got a familiar face, they're being explained by an expert what they need to do, and then they carry on and do it themselves.
It was even good for me, to see the teachers every day and to see actually what was in place for them. It gave us a structure, and I worked based on that structure.
When she first brought the tablet home and explained how it all worked, I thought, wow. And then when she gets her projects and airdrops them to your screens to show off projects, it's something you'd see, like, I know it sounds really silly, but like Star Trek, to me, it's a really futuristic school. And
because all of your kids had iPads, it allowed you to be quite specific in your, this is how to do it. Because I know with my eldest, they were all on different devices at home, and it meant they had to do everything at the lowest common denominator almost. So even if you just had a phone, that had to work for everything they produced. So I think that's been quite positive, isn't it? All on the same device.